Hello and welcome to Soul Babe Crafts and Creations. I am Louise and today we're going to be doing another Amazon haul. This is a change of plan of what I originally was going to do for today because this is Saturday and it's supposed to be resin art. Unfortunately, due to situations that's happened during this week, it has meant that I haven't had time to be able to do my resin art. And another slight problem, I went to go and look at what molds I had for doing and realised that most of my molds, other than the couple that I did last week, are in fact all Christmas. So I've decided that I needed to order some more molds before I do any more resin art. So let's do quote of the day. Great plans are not as good as practical actions. Yeah, I think that's pretty much sums up the reason for this video. I didn't fully plan what I was going to do throughout the year on my resin art. Thought I had lots of different ones that I had. So the plan was to do lots of different ones, only to find that I haven't got the molds to do lots of different ones. So yeah, great plans, not as good as having practical actions. So yeah, okay, I'll accept that one. Okay, so as I said, instead I'm doing an Amazon haul. So let's get into opening the packages. There's 5 packages. They're 2 separate orders, but they've all come in 5 separate packages. Okay, let's start with the smallest. Okay, all right, here we go. Some molds ready for next week. I have to get it out of the bag because you can't see what they are otherwise. Excuse the crinkle noise. But here we go. So we got some butterflies. That's one. And then that's the other. Don't know what I'm going to use them for. Probably I might make some wind chimes. So we'll see where we go from there. So some butterfly silicone molds. Yeah, I am throwing the rubbish over onto the other sofa. Right, let's see what we've got in this one. Now this looks like it's a wind chime one. So where's this package seal? There it is. Again, excuse the crinkles. Nope, wrong end. Okay. Yes, this is an actual kit for making wind chimes. So we've got our thread, and some little pearly beads and some tiny beads. And our chimes. We've only got one set, so I can only make one for the minute. I think I will order some more chimes. I know where I can get some. Just might take some time to come through. And then we've got a moon and star mould with other phases of the moon and stars, and then obviously the little rings with their bits for the holes, making it into the wind chime, connecting all the threads up and doing that kind of thing. So guess what I'm making next week? Right then. Okay, that's first package done. Ready for the next, which is in one of these type packages. So we have over there. Right, in this package we have the Bella Coco Crochet Stitch Deck. Yay! Another one to add to the Mondays magazine and book makes. The Boggy Creek Squares. And in it has also got a magazine for ordering other applications that SearchPress do, because that is a SearchPress thing, but I don't need to worry about that one for the minute. We'll put that on my pile of little books and paperwork. Okay, next box is, yeah, they are gradually getting bigger. There's that size one. There we go. Again, try and get that thing. Oh, yeah. That ended up on the floor. Never mind. Right, this is the resin that I am using for most of my resin makes. I have a monthly subscription of it, hence the reason why I know I have plenty of resin to keep me going for quite some time, especially as I'm only doing little things at a time. But as I have a large family and I make things for everybody for Christmas, hence the reason why I have a lot of Christmas molds, it's the reason why I have a lot of resin. So, and another mold. So let's try and get it open. A letter set. The letter set I do actually have is a lot bigger, but these are prettier. So just my one that I already have is the bog standard one that you get was a bit in a lot of the beginner kits, but it's actually split, which is the reason why I can't use it, because I used a lot of it a few years back when I first started doing resin. I'll put that back in there in a minute when I finish the video. Right, next, even bigger box, and this one looks like it's a recycled box, so scissors, trusty scissors, scissors back down. Okay, what we got in here? Nope. Oh, a small box for a big box that was in there. But yeah, I can definitely tell I've got the right one this time. There we go. It's definitely the correct one. And the reason why I can tell it's the correct one is, one, the size of the box. I'll show you the difference between this one and the one I bought at Temu. Is that's the correct one. That's the Temu one, upside down. There we go. There we go. There. Big giveaway of the difference. So they've used the same pictures, which is quite sneaky, especially as I've gone through this box now, had a little look at it. The ones that are showing on there are not even in this box. So if you were a beginner of crochet, you would very, very quickly get disorientated, because none of the patterns are even as simple as this one. This one here is not even in there. You've not even got the simple normal square is not in there. Yeah, they're very, very complicated and definitely not an original kit. So there we go. Another one to add to Monday's makes. I mean, I will make those squares as the other one, because I can read the pattern and be able to do them. But if you were a beginner, you wouldn't be able to do them at all. Right, next box, and actually is the last box of this order. So here we go. Another M3 size. Where are we? There we go. Ugh. Right. First thing is the Bella & Co book. So we've got the cards, a card deck, which is a separate set, and her book. So we've got 50 in there, 100 in there, so that's another 150 squares. Well, 150 stitches, but 150 squares as far as I'm going to be making the Boggy Creek. Probably 4 blankets out of that if I make them to the right size. So there we go. Lots more squares to make. And then the last thing, this is a top, and it's not actually going to be for me. It's just a plain grey top, but it's for to cover hair, which I have yet to name. So if somebody might have some suggestions, you never know, there may be a giveaway coming up. If people might have some names. I'm not very good when it comes down to naming things. So I might leave that up to people to give me some ideas. There we go. Right, that is everything of this unboxing. Yes, things didn't quite go to plan this week. Originally, I would actually have my grandson here right now. That changed late on Wednesday night when my youngest son had 4 seizures in an hour. Now, yes, we already know he suffers with seizures, although he has not been diagnosed as epileptic, but he has a diagnosis of something else which has seizures attached to it. So we already knew he's suffered with seizures since 9 months old. He is on medication for it, but currently, as of the recording of this video, which is on Friday evening, he is still in intensive care. Not in danger, he's just there under observation because some of the tests they had to do on Wednesday evening involved him being sedated. And basically this is observations to see how his recovery before he can be put up on the main ward. Now, part of the problem for him is, one, this is the first time he's had to be in hospital without either myself or my husband staying with him, because he is now an adult. Up until now, when he's had to stay in the hospital, he's had either me or my husband with him because he's been on the paediatric ward, the children's ward. Being the medical conditions that he has, he also has learning disabilities, which has therefore meant that he's found it very difficult to be in hospital without us being there in the evening time. We're not allowed to stay at the hospital other than in visiting hours. But thankfully, he should be going up on the main ward tomorrow, which should hopefully help him calm back down. At the moment, he is very agitated. He does suffer with anxiety. He has ADHD. He has autism. So all of these things combined makes it very difficult to them to help him with the understanding. But he is okay. He's in good hands. They do fully understand at the hospital he's at. They do fully understand his needs because that's the hospital he's been under all his life. So, with that, hopefully, he will be home at some point during this coming week, and things can hopefully get back to some kind of normality. But it has meant that because my youngest is in hospital, I can't have my grandson here because I can't look after a 2.5-year-old on my own. I need the help of my husband. So it has meant that I've got a little bit more time to get some recording done and try and get a lot of them done before we do have him, which may be next week instead. So, with that all being said, thank you for watching. Please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Love and kindness to everyone. Bye for now, and I will see you all soon.